Hello, and welcome to the Natural and Traditional Medicine Certificate Program, African and African Diaspora. My name is Dr. Arletha Lizana. I am an associate professor in the Department of Family Medicine at Morehouse School of Medicine, as well as the director of the Innovation Learning Laboratory and associate vice president for Health Innovation and Strategy. So today I'm going to do a brief information session on the Natural and Traditional Medicine Certificate Program. So welcome, again, I'm going to show you a little short video, um, that just kind of gives you a little background on the certificate program. Are you ready to embark on a transformative journey of healing, heritage, and holistic wellness? Introducing the African and African Diaspora Natural and Traditional Medicine Certificate Program at Morehouse School of Medicine, in conjunction with Prometra International and Saving Women Incorporated. This program is your passport to a world of ancient wisdom, where natural healing traditions meet modern knowledge. In just 6 months, you'll immerse yourself on a journey that spans continents and centuries. Engage with renowned experts, scholars, and fellow students from around the globe. Whether you start your journey in January or June, you'll become part of a vibrant community of learners. Our program aims to explore ancient healing practices, understand cultural variations, analyze modern applications, foster ethical and policy discussions. Join us in this transformative journey. Celebrate the diversity of African and African traditional healing practices. Reimagine the future of holistic wellness. Empower ourselves with knowledge that has stood the test of time. Our graduates go on to make a real impact in communities, bridging the gap between tradition and modern healthcare. So are you ready to be part of something extraordinary? Enroll now and embrace the wisdom of the ages with the African and African Diaspora Natural and Traditional Medicine Certificate Program. Join us and let us shape a healthier, more connected world together. Enroll today and become a healer of the future, rooted in the wisdom of our ancient traditions. So what is natural and traditional medicine, and why African and African diaspora? So as we know, this is a rapidly growing field of study. So Africa is the birthplace of humanity, and has many ancient and wonderful traditions, of rich ancient history. So you've heard of Chinese medicine before, so why not African medicine? Traditional medicine, according to the World Health Organization, is the subtotal of knowledge, skill, and practices based on the theories, beliefs, and experiences indigenous to different cultures, whether explicable or not, used in the maintenance of health as well as in the prevention, diagnosis, improvement, or treatment of physical and mental illness. We know that around 80% of the world's population is estimated to use traditional medicine. So, as I mentioned, Africa is the birthplace of humanity. So, there are over 105 million people of African descent on the earth. So, it's time that we have a focus on natural and traditional medicine in Africa and the African diaspora. So why our certificate program? So we have our partners, so Morehouse School of Medicine, along with Prometra International, Prometra USA, and SABA Women. Prometra International has a longstanding history of preserving African traditional medicine, and its extension office here in the United States, Prometra USA, supporting diasporic healing. SABA Women is an organization that takes people to natural medicine and traditional medicine retreats or trips around the world to study with indigenous healers. So the aim of the African and African Diaspora Natural and Traditional Medicine Program is to encourage the study of African and African diaspora ways of knowing as related to health and healing. We want to highlight, preserve, and directly access the wisdom of experienced African and African diaspora traditional healers. So, what are the benefits? Like, why participate in this program? Well, you can gain knowledge and experience through evidence based training, benefit directly from the knowledge of experienced African and African diasporic traditional healers, learn core competencies and the possible integration into healthcare and health related services. And then at the end of the certificate program, you will get a certificate of completion. So I'm going to give a quick program overview. The certificate program is divided into it's a 6-month certificate program. So it's divided into and consists of 5 mandatory courses as well as 1 elective course. Each course is 4 weeks long. Cohorts begin in January and June of each year. The certificate program is virtual with in-person study abroad options available. The program is hosted on Canvas, a digital learning management system used by educational institutions worldwide. Students are guided through the curriculum with fun, interactive, welcome videos, assignments, readings, and activities. There are pre and post quizzes that accompany every module to access learning. And a certificate of completion will be issued once you've finished all the requirements. So this is a list of the certificate coursework. So the required courses, and I'll go over each of them and give you kind of a brief overview. But the first is Introduction to Natural Medicine and Traditional Healing. The second, Natural Medicine Physiology. So how natural medicine functions within the body, mind, and spirit. Plant medicine, herbology, ethnobotany, and ethnopharmacology. Mental health and substance abuse, traditional healing practices, and infectious diseases healing practices. And then these are the elective courses. Only one of these courses is required. So the study abroad, it rotates. Women's health, women's healers, doula, traditional birth attendants and midwives, application of natural medicine and traditional healing, natural product development and commercialization, and a short internship, virtual internship with the Natural Products Research Center. So I'll go over each course and kind of give you a brief overview of what you would be learning in each course. So the introductory course, Introduction to Natural Medicine and Traditional Healing Practices. So the 4-week course is kind of like your gateway to the world of traditional healing practices from Africa and the African diaspora. So some of the course highlights will just be exploring healing traditions, again, from Africa and African diaspora, looking at different healing modalities, and looking at contemporary issues, and you would have a short project for that course. The next is natural medicine physiology. So we'll be looking at the mind, body, and spirit. And so we're looking at how natural medicine affects the mind, body, and spirit. So you'll understand that mind, body, and spirit connection, different healing approaches and practices, physiology and responses, and spirit medicine. Plant medicine, herbology, ethnobotany, and ethnopharmacology. Again, this is a plant medicine course, and we'll look at the profound world of healing through the power of plants. So you'll look at the foundations of plant medicine, cultural and regional healing practices, ethnobotany and ethnopharmacology, as well as the applications of plant medicine. Next, we have mental health and substance abuse, traditional healing practices. So this course looks at mental health and substance abuse within African and African diaspora communities. You will explore the cultural, regional, and ethical dimensions of traditional healing practices, and looking at a holistic approach to mental health and substance abuse recovery deeply rooted in ancient wisdom. So some of the course highlights are traditional healing mastery, understanding cultural and regional exploration, effective assessment of conditions, and ethical and policy considerations. Next, we have infectious disease and healing practices. So in this course, you'll understand how natural medicine has combated infectious diseases throughout history, including formidable adversaries such as COVID-19, Ebola, HIV, and more. So you're looking at healing practices that would have preserved lives and communities in the face of infectious diseases. So some of the course highlights will, again, firsthand insights into these areas, unique healing modalities, cultural significances, and global impact reflection. So those were the required classes, and now these are the electives. So the first is the study abroad elective. So in this, you will go to different places, that are African and African diaspora related, and you'll really look at natural and traditional healing practices, in these particular areas. I mean, it's really good to be able to take what you learn in the course and actually kind of see how it works in the real world. So some of the course highlights are historical and cultural context, effectiveness and challenges in particular areas, ethical and policy discussions. And so these are some of the upcoming study abroad opportunities that we have. As I mentioned, we'll be working with SABA Women. So these are the two that will be coming up in 2024. We have Bahia, Brazil, and then in 2025, or so cohort 1, Brazil, cohort 2, it would be Ghana. Mhm. And so this is just a brief kind of look at the itinerary for Brazil 2024. The trip starts, with departure from the United States in December 5th. And return Saturday, December 14th. And so you'll see that, we'll be having a language workshop. We will be visiting different, healers and different plant medicine venues. We'll do some Afro dance and healing workshops. We'll be doing some work in the forest. So, it's and actually some fun, of course, will be woven into into the study abroad. The second elective is women's health, women healers, the doula, traditional birth attendant, midwife. So in this course, we're understanding the pivotal roles that women play as healers, birth attendants, and midwives within African and African diaspora communities. So in this curriculum, you'll look at the cultural and regional variations in women's health practices, look at traditional knowledge and techniques employed by women healers, and reflect on the vital importance of preserving and promoting these ancient traditions. So some of the course highlights are, understanding our empowering women healers, sacred birth traditions, and cultural significance, preservation, and promotion. Okay, the next elective is applications of natural medicine and traditional healing, natural product development, and commercialization. So in this elective, you'll look at the practical applications of traditional practices, really with the emphasis on product development and commercialization. You'll gain insight into development and commercialization of natural healing products, explore the cultural and regional diversity of traditional medicine products, and analyze effective strategies for product development and market placement. So we'll reflect on how commerce can be a potent vehicle for preserving and promoting traditional healing practices. So some of the things that you will learn is, of course, highlights. So product development insights, cultural and regional variations, effective marketing strategies, and commerce as preservation. And this would be a great course for some of you who may have, traditional medicine products that you want to find out how to test their efficacy and how to promote and sell. So this would be a good course for you, elective course for you to take. The next is elective 4, the Natural Products Research Virtual Lab, Research Center Virtual Lab. So Morehouse School of Medicine has a Natural Products Research Center. And in this virtual laboratory journey, you'll look at natural product research in African and African diasporic healing practices. So it's a hands-on guided virtual lab sessions. You'll look at research methods employed in the study of natural and traditional healing substances. And you'll look at cultural and regional variations in the substances and analyze how science can be a powerful bridge between tradition and innovation. So the course highlights hands-on research, cultural and regional exploration, laboratory techniques, innovation, and preservation. So this is the sample course format. So each course, besides the orientation, but each course will kind of look like this. There'll be a course welcome video. There'll be an overview of that course. You'll get a pre-quiz, as I mentioned, a very short one. Module 1, week 1, a presentation. You'll have another presentation with a guest speaker, maybe in the form of an interview. You'll have a short discussion assignment that you'll work with your peers. So you'll be having discussion with your peers online, and you'll have a short comprehension assignment. Often those comprehension assignments are like puzzles and games and matching and things like that. And so again, that repeats in week 2 and week 3 and week 4, and then you'll have a short project assignment just to assess learning and your post quiz. So for cohort 1, the last day to register is Friday, May 31st, and the orientation session will be Tuesday, June 17th. And so as you can see, course 1 will start on June 24th. They're all, as I mentioned, 4 weeks, and course 6 will end December 8th. So the certificate program ends December 15th, 2024. And this is the cohort 2 timeline. The last day to register is Friday, December 20th. Orientation session, Thursday, January 2nd. So course 1 begins January 6th, and course 6 ends June 22nd, 2025. The program ends June 30th, 2025. So the cost, the certificate program is $4,500. There are payment plans available. So, the participants must be paid in full before actually enrolling into the cohort. And so we have payment plans for cohort 1 and 2. We have other costs associated, some recommended books. So you do not actually have to purchase the books to complete the certificate program, because the readings, the information will be online for you. But there'll be some recommended books. So if you would like, you partake in those, approximately $500 for the certificate program. And then the optional study abroad. So as we mentioned, you have to pick an elective. One of the electives is study abroad. And so the cost for the study abroad, but there are other electives that you can take virtually, that you do not have to study abroad unless you just want to. Would be a wonderful experience. So, here we like to answer any questions that you may have. So, we can, you can submit those to us by email or however you would like. But I just want to say thank you for joining and listening to this overview session of the African and African Diaspora Natural and Traditional Medicine Certificate Program. So we hope that you are able to join us. We're really excited about this program. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Thanks so much.